Welcome everyone to the Moisky News for June the 24th, 2020. Today I would like to discuss the statement given to Parliament yesterday by Boris Johnson, which provided an update to the coronavirus guidance and rules for the United Kingdom, mostly though England and Northern Ireland, because Scotland, being the contrarian pussies that they are, have decided no, we're going to do things our way. Screw the UK government. The update given to Parliament would also include giving permission back to a number of businesses to reopen on the 4th of July. The updated guidance also includes advice for businesses to ensure safety via risk assessments, along with some sectors being required to retain temporarily, although press X to doubt on that, contact information of customers, something which I can understand but I'm not entirely in favour of. Places like hairdressers, for example, should wear visors because they're not able to maintain social distancing rules. And of course we've got to keep them safe from split ends and CoronaChan. Hairdressers are, after all, susceptible to themselves catching split ends from other people's split ends. The 2 metre rule is also going to be replaced with the 1 metre plus rule. What this means is people are encouraged to stay 2 metres away from each other, but you can in fact fraternise 1 metre apart provided you take measures to prevent transmissions. So essentially it's still the 2 metre rule, but basically how everyone else has been interacting regardless anyway. The list of businesses that are now able to open would include pubs, bars and restaurants, but only with a table service indoors and the owners being asked to keep contact details of customers to help with contact tracing. Hotels, holiday apartments, campsites and caravans, but shared facilities must be cleaned properly. Theatres and music halls, but they will not be allowed to hold live performances. Hopefully this changes by November. I still want to go see Machine Head. In other changes, weddings will be allowed to have 30 attendees. That's generous. And places of worship will be allowed to hold services, but singing will be banned. We've got to stop people talking so moistly. Hair salons and barbers, but with the earlier mentioned PPE-related measures being taken, i.e. visors, libraries, community centres, bingo halls, cinemas, museums, galleries, fun fairs, theme parks, adventure parks, amusement arcades, outdoor skating rinks and model villages. Indoor attractions where animals are exhibited, like zoos, aquariums, farms, safari parks and wildlife centres will also be allowed to open. A few days ago my gym emailed me and many other customers to indicate exciting news was on the way. Right. Well, on the list of things that will remain closed, nightclubs, casinos, indoor play areas, nail bars, beauty salons, swimming pools and indoor gyms. Great. This is all happening because many retailers pay their rent quarterly and in fact will have to pay their rent on Wednesday. So today, I can see this not working out so well for many businesses. Granted, the majority of the shops in my town are now open anyway, so fingers crossed they're able to start earning enough money and that the bailouts they received assisted them accordingly. Continuing on from the list of things Boris has also announced, 2 separate households in England will be able to meet indoors and stay overnight. However, there is a certain set of rules within this as well. For example, one set of grandparents, say you have 2 if you're lucky, you will not be able to have both of them with you at the same time. You have to do that on alternate weekends, which sounds a bit cruel, but okay. But, and this is a big but as well, unlike the bubble system, people will have to maintain social distancing in this as well. So to family members who live apart, you're not allowed to hug. I can be almost certain everyone's been obeying that one, right? Do I need my sarcasm sign for that? Sir Patrick Vallance, who is the current UK Chief Scientific Advisor, has stressed that this plan is not risk-free, with Boris Johnson also indicating that this will all be reversed if the virus begins to run out of control again. I was going to add more about how I think Scotland's government are a bunch of pussies, but I've said it earlier, so I don't really need to restate it. I know to an extent Wales has also not accepted the reduction in social distancing measures. Northern Ireland has within schools, but society-wide they have not either, which is why most of this only applies to England. As always, one step ahead of the rest of the oiks, but fair enough. With this, I'd very much like to know what you think. So please do let me know in the comments down below. I am starting to lean more and more in the direction of the coronavirus law, whatever it's called, needs to be abolished at some point. And these restrictions need to be permanently revoked. Because it's starting to hurt people now, and the patience of the British people is wearing out. We understand the risk now, but quite frankly, this is going on for a bit too long. People can blame the government if you want, I don't care. I just want to be able to go to work. I'm sick of just sitting around. It's boring.